All right, welcome to your 9th class. I want to introduce you to my friend and colleague, Mr. Troy Elbe, who will be leading our supplemental classes. As I told you guys, once you complete 8 full classes, you will now be able to take our supplemental classes. Mr. Elbe not only is a great friend of mine, he's a colleague, former world champion, former professional athlete, and certified personal trainer, and a person who's actually working with our national team to get us into the position and shape that we need to be in. And now he's here for you in the supplemental classes to train you guys and bring that same level of excellence that he's brought to all of us. So make sure you check those out. Even if you don't do them, just watch them, listen, because there's a lot of great content there. So Mr. Elbe, thank you, and thank you for sharing your dojang with us today. We'll be doing our classes from here today. Check that out shortly.
Thank you,
Mr. Elbe. Take one. Have a good day.
Yes.
All right, we'll see you over there. For now though, let's get back to training.
Yes.
All right guys, face front, bouncing on the spot. And let's put your right leg back. Front foot turn in slightly. Back foot pointing straight. As you can see today, I'm in full dobok. I've got my top on. Usually I'm just wearing my training pants. And when I put my top on, obviously it's at that point that I put my belt on. This is an old belt. It's kind of changing color, but those are the best ones. Change! And typically, if you see me wearing my dobok, I'll also have my belt on. If you see me wearing a t-shirt, usually I won't have my belt on, but it's just a little bit of the way I do things. Change! Remember, just gonna be bouncing, relax, breathing in through your nose, out through the mouth, relax the arms, change! Good. Just again, warming up. Let the heart rate raise slightly. Change! And if you're getting too out of breath, you can take a stop. If you don't know what I'm talking about, wondering how people can get out of breath, good for you. If you're feeling it in your legs, that's part of it. Let's just keep going. Change! And breathing, very good. In through your nose. Out through the mouth. One more in. And out. Hands on your hips. Circle your head forward, side to side. 1, 2, 3. Put your head to your shoulder, put down the opposite hand. 1, 2, 3. Change. 1, 2, 3. Chin to your chest. 1, 2, and 3. Big circles forward with the arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend the elbows, palms down, twist side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Circle the hips. 1, 2, 3. Change. 1, 2, and 3. Open your legs a little bit. Keep your legs straight. Lean with your body to the side. Reach down towards your ankle and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Put your hands on your knees. Press your knees 3 times and then bend down 3 times. And go 1, 2, 3 down. 1, 2, 3 up. 1, 2, 3 down. 1, 2, 3 up. 1, 2, 3 down. 1, 2, 3. Halfway up. And just slow circles. Just slowly circle the knees. Warm up the joints a little bit. Now the other way. Very good. Excellent. All right. Now let's just warm up the circle the ankle. 1 foot. The other way. Other foot. And another way. All right, very good. Let's bend at your waist. Keep your back straight, legs straight, bend at your waist and touch your toes. Hold it there. And go 1, 2, 3. Almost like you're pushing your stomach down to the floor here, guys. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Let's bend the knees. Put your knuckles on the floor beside your feet. Keep your knuckles there. Straighten your legs as much as you can. And hold. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Excellent. Open your legs a little bit. Point your left foot towards the wall. Knees straight. Turn your body. Bring your body down to your leg. Hold it there. And hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Bend your knee, push your hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Heel up, ball of the foot, same direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Let's go the other way. Knee straight, turn your body to your leg. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, excuse me, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend your knee, push your hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Heel up, ball of the foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Excellent. Both feet pointing straight ahead. Excuse me. Bend your knees. Use your elbows. Push your knees outward as you kind of keep your body weight dropping down. And hold it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now slowly go side to side. Side to side. Now sometimes, I know some of you guys, I'm hearing some people commenting in the community that this exercise when we go down is something where maybe, like let's say this one, right? We put our toes up and then we go down. A lot of folks are kind of stuck around here. Absolutely fine, guys. If you're stuck here or wherever you're at, if you're feeling a stretch, that's the goal. It's a stretching exercise, okay? Now, when we're getting to a point where we're like more used to this stretch, you'll be more in this position. So what I do is I'll do it like this, and it's not to demotivate you guys that are struggling where you're stuck like this, but for those who can go that further, have that little bit more range of motion, I do want us to eventually work your way down here. And if you can do this already, let's do this, okay? If you're not able to do this, but you're still getting a stretch, phenomenal. Wherever you're at, getting a stretch is fine, okay? All right, let's hold it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change. Let's go to the other side. And again, when we change like this, wherever you're at, we're stretching out the hamstring here. Wherever you're at, however your position, we're just trying to stretch out this hamstring, and eventually I work our way down where we're in this position, okay? And hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, both knees bent, pushing the elbows outward, pushing the knees outward with the elbows, I should say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knees straight, hands flat on the floor. Walk your feet back to your hands and hold it there. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So just keep that in mind, guys, as we're doing all of our exercises and the stretches. There'll be certain stretches where I'm doing it where maybe, let's say I'm in this position and you're not able to get there, like you're kind of like this and you're feeling a big stretch in your hamstrings. Just keep in mind, I mean, if I was doing something that you've been doing your whole life and this might be my first or second or 10th class doing it, we're gonna look a little different, right? I've been doing this my whole life, so this is the way I can do it now. There's some of you guys who can do it better than me. There's some of you guys who are still catching up. It's 100% fine. But when I'm gonna do the exercise, I'm gonna make sure that I'm showing you guys, like, you know, if I say maximum, I'm not just gonna lower my maximum because I don't wanna look at like, maybe my maximum would be higher than your maximum, let's say, right? If I'm showing you medium, maximum, whatever, it'll always be to like a height that I can get to, and then same thing to you. It'll be a height that you can either aspire towards, or perhaps even just do to follow along. My concern would be that if I'm just limiting myself like this, there's a whole bunch of you at home that are limiting yourself as well, and I don't want that, okay? So don't let it limit you. If you can do better than me, do it. If you're not able to quite keep up and do exactly the way I'm doing it, as long as you're getting benefit from the exercise, we're still doing it perfectly, okay? Left arm out, just about at your normal starting height for dynamic stretching, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go back to the first side, a little higher. 1, again, we're not warming up, we're not winding up, we're just going from parallel here. 2, 3, 4, 5, higher, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's do your maximum height without swinging, just from lifting. Okay, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. All right. Deep breath in. And out. One more in. And out. Ready. 준비. From this position, let's bring both hands up to eyes level in fists. And we're going to practice our punches. We're just going to do quick snapping punches. We're not going to leave them there. When I count 1, quick extension and back. Then the other hand 2, 3, and so on. We're going to alternate hands, okay? We're punching exactly eyes level, exactly center of your body. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same thing. Extend your shoulder now with it. Extend your shoulder. Extend your shoulder. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Keeping your hand here. Step your left leg straight back. Shoulder width wide, but a shoulder width long. Turn my front foot in a little bit. Let my back heel come up a little bit. I'm in my fighting position. Remember, I was parallel like this. My body's half fade, half turned. So when I turn my body, I also adjust this arm, right? Remember that square head sort of shape? If my head was a square, and this would be in line with that front right corner, or my left corner. My left arm would be in front with the front left corner here. Okay? My right arm in front of the front right corner here. So from this position, right, we're gonna punch, turn, and guys, we're probably doing this naturally. We're gonna give a little push, a little push. What I mean by that is, I'm gonna do my punch, right? Punch, reach my shoulder, and I'm gonna give a little push. All at the same time, you see? A little push, a little turn, and an extension. Right? All at the same time. We're going to basically accelerate the thing that's accelerating, right? My arm is extending at my body at a certain speed. My shoulder advances towards my target as my arm is extending out of it. That's going to increase the speed dramatically because my arm is still doing what it used to be doing, but now my shoulder is doing it too. That's speeding up the speed of my fist. I have that with this, with my leg pushing as well. I've got all of that compounding, right? That's how I'm going to get the power in my motion. I'm going to have a fast extension with my shoulder reaching the direction I'm punching, with my foot slowly just pushing me forward. And you see, there's a rocking motion here, right? You see if I'm in my fighting stance, when I'm balanced, I can rock motion here. My knee isn't going to pass the toes of my front foot. I'm not out here. My knee is not even going to, is just going to get to about the ball of my foot, right? Here. Just a little bit of advance. I don't want to overdo it, okay? Let's follow my count. We're going to do with the front hand, extend with a punch, and a little push. Ready? 1. Good. 2. Let's keep the other hand right at that corner of the head, right? 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. All right, very good. Change sides. Same thing. Front foot pointing in slightly. Back heel is up. Both knees are bent. I'm going to rock a little bit forward, right? Give a little bit of push as I extend my shoulder, advance my shoulder, as I extend my arm in a punching motion. Ready? 1. Good. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Excellent. Excellent. Very good. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. So remember, a jab, that's a straight punch with the front hand. Now that's a technique that you'll see people learning as a white belt level, a very kind of a beginner way of learning to punch. However, you'll see elite level professional fighters, boxers, martial art champions, they'll lead with a jab all the time. They'll throw so many of them. It's a basic technique, but used by experts in an expert way. So there's times as we learn martial arts where we're like, okay, it's been fun doing the basics, but I want to get into the more complicated stuff. And it's like, well, really, why? Because if you actually watch some of the best trained athletes out there in fighting sports, they're using very basic techniques oftentimes, but they're using it in extremely effective ways. So it's the same thing if you're ever in a self-defense situation. You're probably going to be relying on your most basic techniques that you have the most faith in, and you're going to use them in a very, very effective way, right? Okay, ready? Jumbi. Feet shoulder width, hands and fists in front, 5 centimeters apart, 2 inches, 7 centimeters from your body, that's about 3 inches. From this position, we'll step our left leg straight back, hands up, make your fighting stance, and key up. Ready? 1, fight! From this position, we're going to push forward, knee forward, and as if we're driving the knee, and throwing the front snap kick, landing in front, and then staying there, okay? Ready? Let's follow my count, pushing forward. Ready? 1, good. From this position, we're going to push with the front foot, and then come back. We did this last class. Ready? Pick up the front foot kick, step back. 2, good. 3, 4. Sometimes you'll see I'll do these things with my hands will suddenly open when I'm training. That's a bad habit. I mean, a lot of times we wear gloves and the hands will kind of take these positions, but now with actual fists, you start to notice these things. So if you happen to notice me doing these things, don't think, oh, I should copy that. No, just realize, okay, remember I said to you guys before, my goal is to make you better than me, and if you can make sure that you start your training without that habit, we're on that path, okay? Let's carry on. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Other leg back. Ready? So now we're going to kick with the right leg, landing in front. Remember, as we kick, we're trying to pull back, so we're making impact with the ball of the foot. That would be making impact. So we're pulling those toes back. Ready? Pushing forward. 1. Good. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Excellent. Excellent. Take a breath in. And out. So on the front kicks, remember, when we do kicking techniques, we'll often do combination kicks. We'll do one technique and then another one. So for now, we're going to do 2 front kicks in a row. One with one leg and the other right away with the other leg. So let's say if I got my left leg back, I'll kick 1 and then the other one, 2. Now, the question often becomes, where do I land that first kick? Well, if I like to kick from this position, or when I kick with this leg, I like to kick from this position, because this is the position I'm trained for kicking, right? That's kind of how I'm going to land. So when I do my first technique, I'm going to land in a position that allows me to easily and fluidly throw my next technique. So that's part of learning how to kick combinations. We want to make sure that we land, not just in a random place. Like if I throw a front kick and land over here, and I now throw another front kick, it's going to feel weird, it's not going to have the accuracy, it's not going to have the effectiveness that I want it to have, and I'm going to wonder why. Well, it's because that's not how I've learned how to throw kicks from. I've learned to throw kicks from one position. So whenever possible, I'm going to try to do that. And in a case like this where I can throw my kick and decide where I land, well, it is very possible, right? So let's think about throwing the kick, front kick, and then landing in the position that we like to be in, our fighting stance, to throw the next technique, okay? Because we're going to do 2 in a row. So I count once, I'll say 1, you kick, as soon as you land, kick again, and then we'll step back. Okay, let's try our best. Ready, follow the count, we're in our fighting stance. 1, good, and then back. 2, good. 3, good. Let's think about for a second, where are we getting speed from, okay? The kick, the speed of the kick, of course, from the moment it leaves the ground to the finish is important. But now, I want to throw another kicking technique. So if you notice, I throw this one. When this foot lands, the next foot goes. So it makes sense that if I can land this foot faster, this foot can start sooner. Okay, so when I kick, I'm not just thinking about target 1, I'm thinking about target 2. That's an important thing about kicking. We have 2 targets. The target I'm kicking, the thing I'm striking, and my landing point. Where's my foot going to go next, right? It can't just, oh yeah, it kicked, and it lands wherever, because now I'm not going to be in a position to do what I want to do. I want to be in control of myself at all times. So I'm going to throw my first kick with a deliberate plan of getting my foot to that point as fast as I can so I can throw my next technique, okay? So let's think about that. As we're looking for ways to make speed, get your foot down to the floor right away, and as soon as it lands, lift the other one, okay? All right, I lost my count. Let's just do maybe 2 more with this side, then we'll change legs. Okay, ready? 1. Good. And 2. Very good. All right, change. We'll put the other leg back. We'll lead with the right leg and then left leg. Ready? Follow the count. 1. Good. Come back. Okay. 2. Good. Back. 3. Good. 4. 5. Excellent. Breathing in through the nose. Out through the mouth. One more. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. So always keep that in mind, guys. As we're going to do our kicking techniques, we want to be very focused on the method, the target, all of those things. But we can't neglect our landing positions, the second target. The second target on our kicks is going to be what the difference is between people who have effective and fast combinations and others who don't. If you're not training with the mindfulness of that second target, you're going to be training with just, you finish the kick and your foot lands. And you'll hear people say, bring your foot down. Or when your foot lands, do this. Well, when it lands, what? Everything's in control except for that part. We're just going to let that happen, and however it happens, let's hope for the best and do the next thing. No, we're going to be in control of all of it, right? Okay. Last class, we worked on a little bit of walking stance, and we did the transition. Let's just review that again. Let's put the hands on the hips, okay? Your left foot, step forward, 1.5 shoulder widths long. We maintain a shoulder width wide when I step, remember? Let's watch it again. I'm shoulder width wide now. Do it with me. Step forward, 1.5 shoulder widths long. Keep the front foot pointing straight. Bend the knee so the knee's even with the back of the heel. Put the back foot on the outside, 25 degrees, okay? Pointing outside. So what we're doing is we're imagining that there's an opponent coming towards this open side, approaching us in this way, okay? I'm dealing with something here. Now I've seen some danger. What am I going to do, right? I don't want to advance towards it. I want to prepare my body to defend while I analyze the situation, okay? So the movement is I lift my front foot and step back. So you'll notice the back foot hasn't moved. It's just staying there. The back foot that's like on the ground, it's just pivoting. It's this guy in front of me that as I look this way, that becomes my new back leg. My front leg becomes my back leg when I change direction, because that's the way I'm going. This front leg is going there, okay? Let's try it on the other side. Let's try it on this side. Let's step your right foot straight forward. 1.5, shoulder width long, right? Shoulder width wide, front foot knee, and the knee is bent so it's even with the back of the heel. Back leg straight, pointing outside 25 degrees. Don't forget the weight balanced, 50-50 here, okay? So imagining being approached from this side, I pick up my front foot and step back. Let's try that again. Target's in front of me, but now I'm being approached from this side. I look this way, this front foot is going behind me because I'm looking this direction. It's coming up and back. Let's try that again, okay? I got my right foot in front, pick up the right foot, bring it back as you turn, okay? Let's just try this, okay? You got your right foot in front, leave your right foot there. Let's put your arm out, your right arm out in a fist, and put your left hand on your hip. This is a walking stance punch, okay? Let's do that foot transition where we pick up the foot and step back. But just let's leave the arm there, okay? Pick up the foot, step back. That's good. Try it again. We're picking up the foot and stepping back when we change directions. Right. Now this, leaving my arm here, probably guessed it's not gonna stay like that. Does it make sense? What we're doing is we're setting ourselves up for a series of fundamental movements in what we call a pre-arranged self-defense sequence, okay? Do this with me. Ready? B. Step your right foot forward like we just did. In the walking stance like we just did. With a punch like we just did, except for actually throw a punch, okay? I'll do it like this. Okay, ready? Following the count. Right foot, right hand. Ready? 1. Now, we're going that way. Right? But this time, watch me first. This time, I'm going to imagine something's happening. I'm protecting myself first, right? As I step back to look, this arm comes into my floating rib and crosses my solar plexus, as this one does come back as well, right? I'm here. The opponent was over there, right? Like if I started, if this was the front, I'm coming to you guys next, you're seeing me in this position. Floating rib covered, solar plexus covered, so I'm kind of protecting myself while I'm in motion. So I'm going to transition into that position, okay? That's how I'm going to get to after my punch. So let's go into the punch. You guys get in your punch. Remember, you get right foot in front, right hand extended. We're going to pick our right foot up as you bring your hands in here, okay? Let's watch that again. And let's just for now, the hand is punching, let's keep it simple. My other hand is going on top, as I bring my foot in across. Now, step back, outer forearm low block. Okay, let's try that again. Ready? We're gonna step forward and punch. 1. We're gonna pick up our front foot, look, cross the hand, step back, outer forearm, low side block. Remember, 20 centimeters from the thigh, 25-degree bend in the elbow, blocking tool is even with the center of the shoulder, free hand is on my hip. We practiced this one, remember? We were doing this. Remember, guys? Do it with me. On top, block, lift, punch. On top, block, lift, punch. On top, block, right? Step forward, punch. Ready? 1. Right foot forward, right hand punch. Let's do it again. Right side, to this side. To B. 1. Hand on top, block, right? That's what I'm doing. But I'm also doing this footstep too, at the same time. Here. Watch again. And then, up, punch. Let's try that again. To B. Pause for a second. Now there's times, guys, and I've heard this in the community too, where people are like, oh, wait. You know, could we have maybe a class focused on just sine wave? Or could we have a class focused on just stretching? Or could we have a class focused on just this or just that? And I would always say, it's like, I got a better idea. Let's have a whole class where we train a couple times a week, where we hit the stretching, and we hit the pattern, we cover all of it. It's because it's part of our training. Remember, the adults here listening to this, the kids, you guys have an advantage. You're professional students, stick with it, keep your minds at. The adults, we learn and we forget how to learn sometimes. We kind of say, okay, that's an area of weakness. Stop everything else, focus on this. My flexibility is not the greatest. Stop everything else, I need more flexibility training. Really? Because if you do that, you're gonna injure yourself and you're gonna quit Taekwondo permanently. So that's not the way to go, okay? Sometimes we just have to follow the path. And when you're on the path, you're not at your destination yet. So the technique's not gonna look the way you want it to look, it's not gonna work the way you want it to work, and you're gonna finish class going, wait, how can I finish class? I don't really understand what we just did. That's part of training, right? We're starting a process, and then we're going to continue to improve that process. And a lot of times during the process, you'll be like, whoa, I just didn't get that. Adults, we have a hard time getting past that. Kids, we're just like, okay, kids, we're moving on to something else. And we're like, all right, good. I guess we'll go back to that sometime, you know. So let's have that kind of more childlike approach. When we're doing things, let's try to do our best. Some things will be challenging, some things will be hard, some things will be harder than others. Just be patient, don't pause videos, don't feel like you have to take the same class 5 times on a loop. Just listen to the practice, follow the exercises the way we're doing it. And as I said many times, if it's something that's important, we're going to do it again and again and again. In fact, that series of 3 movements, if you're testing one day for your master rank, you'll be required to do those 3 movements in your test. So for 35 years, you'll be doing it and then still be evaluated on it. So it's going to continue to get better, okay? Ready, beat. Stepping your right foot forward. Punch with your right hand. Remember how we prepare for a punch. We do our little dip, right? The opposite hand comes out, a little dip, and then push up, forward. Ready? Go ahead. If you haven't already done it, your right punch. You're in your walking stance. I'm going this way next. Crossing my hand. My left hand's extended, my right hand's extended. My left hand's going to come on top of my right, protecting my ribs and solar plexus. As I lift my foot. Let's try that again. Ready? You've lifted and crossed. You're going that way. Step back. Block. Now watch. The block is half facing, okay? When I did my punch, I was in this position. When I did my block, I'm in this position, a half facing position, okay? Let's do that one more time. We're gonna do the punch, block, and then one more punch. Junbi. Stepping your right foot forward, punch with your right hand. 1. Good. We're gonna cross our hands, step back, pick up the front foot, step back, block. 2. Good, we're in this position now. Back leg straight, front leg bent. As I step forward to punch, my hand, my blocking hand, lifts. My free hand stays on my hip because I punch from this position, right? I'll be here, up, and punch. Ready? From this position, little block. Step forward, 1. Power. Fantastic, fantastic. Those 3 movements, key, they're key. We're gonna work on those more. There's more there than meets the eye. For example, there's this turn, right? Beautiful way of getting mass into the turn. How we generate power if we're doing kind of a twisting motion. So our fundamental exercises, the patterns, impact us in so many different ways. A lot of times, you know, if we just say step forward, punch, put your arm out, pick up the foot, put the hand down, step forward, punch, we can memorize the steps, put the hands in position, and say, I know it. And then somebody's gonna say, yeah, but punch shoulder height center of your body and bend your elbow 25 degrees. And it's like, really? Does it matter? You know, if a person kicks me, do I really have to bend my elbow 25 degrees? No. I mean, if you can just jump out of the way, even better. You can avoid it, right? You can block it, whatever works, works. However, there's got to be a fundamental. There's got to be something that everything's based on, like the alphabet, right? The alphabet of Taekwondo, our fundamental movements. And General Che was a genius. He knew how to make people practice. He didn't just say, block like that, because if the person's kicking you, you'll know where to block. It's true. But he wanted people to practice. So he said, actually, when you block, make sure it finishes 20 centimeters above the thigh. Oh, with a 25-degree bend in the elbow. Oh, with a blocking tool, even with the center of the shoulder. Oh yeah, the body half facing. Oh yeah, the free hand on the hip. Oh yeah, the stance. Balance 50-50, the weight's 50-50. Shoulder width wide, 1.5 shoulder widths long. Front knee bent, so it's even the back of the heel. Back leg straight, pointing outside 25 degrees. That's just for the block. And some people say, come on, does it really matter? Well, yes and no. Does it really matter? Look, if somebody kicks you and you block it, it works. That's successful. And you didn't have your back leg straight? Okay, you win the argument. However, why are we practicing? Practicing what? Practicing what? Blocking? Just putting your arm down there a million times? What am I trying to do? Where am I putting my arm? We have to have things explicitly defined. So as we train, I'll keep mentioning these things. And as you practice, you know, why do we practice low block a million times? Because when I did that one, it was 22 centimeters from my thigh. So I gotta do it again. 18, gotta do it again. 20, great. Now it's a 20-degree bend on my elbow, so let's do 25. Gotta do it again. Again and again and again and again, pursuing all these little things. What I'm not noticing is I'm sweating, I'm getting out of breath, my muscles are training, everything's improving in my body because I'm trying to pursue technical perfection. General Che was a genius. He made Taekwondo this way for a reason, and he created details and gave everybody answers to questions that we asked for a specific reason to require us to train. Let's try the 4-direction punching. Actually, let's name this. 4-direction punching, Sajujurugi. Sajujurugi, that's the name of what we're doing. 4-direction punching. We're gonna step the right foot forward, punch it with the right hand. Ready? 1. That's our second direction. 4-direction punching, punch number 1. Second direction is there. We do the movement we did with our foot, Pick up the foot, cross the hands, and walk. We're at direction number 2, but we didn't punch yet. So step forward, punch. 2. That's it. I don't know. Let's just do those 3 movements for today. Punch, block, punch. We've done 2 directions. Next class, we'll do number 3 and number 4. Guys, thank you for joining us today. Again, thank you to Mr. Elbe for sharing his dojang with us. If you are up for the supplemental classes, check it out. Like I said, I think you'll enjoy it. You'll get a chance to see Mr. Elbe's approach to developing the conditioning and training, because some of you guys probably are wanting to do that as well. Most of the members who start here will be looking to train and just enjoy Taekwondo and learn progressively. However, some of you guys, I know, I've heard you, you're chomping at the bit, you want more, you want to work out, you want to train more. You want to sometimes do training twice in a day. If you have the time, you have the energy, you're healthy, and your doctors haven't said that that's a bad idea, then great. We have those supplemental classes now for you. You're really going to love Mr. Elbe's style, his approach to training, and the way he's going to work you out. You're going to get a good workout. But again, it's not mandatory. It's not expected that everybody does it. It's just there for people who want to do more than our core training. You'll have the supplemental classes available to you now. Thank you for class today. I'll see you next time. Face front, チョイエッ、サイド向け、キョンネ、タイコン。